The Undercover Network. Alex studied the office with narrowed eyes, every creak of the wooden floor a potential threat, aware that danger lurked behind the ordinary facade of government workers. The briefing was short, leaving Alex with a vague description of the mission, uncovering a covert network of spies hidden within the very institutions meant to protect them. The city's lights flickered like a warning as Alex walked through the crowded streets, the thrumming of his pulse synchronized with the heartbeat of the capital's underworld. In the sterile conference room, the tension was palpable, with Alex meeting Nina's gaze, sensing that she, too, was unwittingly caught in the web of deception. Parker's voice crackled over the secure line, offering sparse but vital information, each word calculated to guide Alex through the labyrinth of lies. A coded message slipped under Alex's apartment door, the paper's corners slightly frayed, its contents a chilling confirmation of the network's reach. Alex memorized the message before burning it, the flames reflecting in their eyes, a flicker of resolve mingled with the growing realization of how deep this operation would go. The next morning, Nina arrived at work with a faint bruise on her wrist, her eyes avoiding Alex's, a sign that she might already be ensnared by the network. Dorian observed the city from his penthouse, his fingers tapping rhythmically against the glass, his mind crafting the next move to keep his web intact. Alex followed a lead to a nondescript coffee shop, where a covert meeting unfolded, their presence masked by the hum of conversations and clinking of cups. The waitress delivered a napkin to Alex with a coded message, the words barely visible, but the meaning unmistakable. Dorian was onto them. Alex's heart raced as they left the shop, the city suddenly feeling like a maze of eyes, each stranger potentially another operative sent to watch their every move. Parker advised caution, his voice steady but laced with urgency, the realization dawning that even trusted allies might harbor hidden loyalties. Alex encountered a suspicious package at their doorstep, the contents a grim reminder of the stakes, a picture of Nina taken from an unknown location. In the dead of night, Alex hacked into a secure database, the screen casting a pale light over their face, revealing a fragment of Dorian's extensive network. Parker confirmed the intel, his tone betraying concern. Dorian's influence extended further than they had anticipated, reaching the highest levels of government. Nina began to suspect something, her questions probing deeper, each answer from Alex carefully crafted to protect her from the dangerous truth. A sudden blackout plunged the office into darkness, and Alex's instincts kicked in, every sound amplified as they navigated through the building in the dark. Dorian's latest maneuver disrupted Alex's carefully laid plans, the network proving more resilient and adaptable than any of them had expected. Alex escaped to a hidden safehouse, the dimly lit room filled with the distant sounds of the city, a temporary sanctuary in the midst of an ever-tightening noose. Nina confronted Alex, her voice shaking with uncertainty, her trust wavering as the pieces of the puzzle began to fall into place around her. Alex revealed just enough to Nina, a calculated risk, knowing her involvement could either be a crucial asset or a fatal mistake in their plan to expose the network. Parker arranged a covert meeting with an inside informant, the details whispered through encrypted channels, the location revealed only at the last moment. The informant turned out to be a double agent, and Alex barely escaped with their life, the encounter a stark reminder of the razor-thin line they were walking. Dorian's grip tightened, his network systematically eliminating anyone who posed a threat, each death a message to Alex that time was running out. The government's official channels remained silent, unaware or unwilling to acknowledge the infiltration, leaving Alex to navigate this deadly game alone. A key document surfaced, its contents a detailed map of Dorian's operations, but obtaining it required a break-in at a heavily guarded government archive. Parker set up the operation, the plan executed with precision, but an unexpected variable forced Alex to improvise, barely escaping with the document in hand. Nina's loyalty wavered as she became entangled in the network's web, her every move monitored, her life hanging by a thread as Alex worked to protect her. Dorian manipulated events from the shadows, his strategy pushing Alex closer to the brink, forcing a confrontation that could either dismantle the network or doom them both. Parker unearthed a critical flaw in Dorian's plan, a vulnerability buried deep within the network, but exploiting it would require a dangerous sacrifice. Alex confronted Dorian in a deserted warehouse, the silence thick with tension, every word exchanged laced with hidden meanings and unspoken threats. The showdown escalated, both sides playing their final cards, the outcome teetering on the edge as Dorian's web began to unravel before his eyes. Nina was captured, her fate used as leverage against Alex, the network's final attempt to force a surrender that would ensure their continued survival. Alex made the ultimate gamble, using the key document to expose the network to the public, bypassing the compromised channels of government. Dorian underestimated Alex's resolve, the media frenzy that followed quickly turning the tide against the network, forcing operatives into hiding. Parker orchestrated a final sweep, dismantling the remnants of Dorian's network, but Alex knew the victory was bittersweet, the danger was far from over. Nina was rescued, shaken but alive, her trust in Alex renewed, though the scars of her ordeal would linger as a reminder of the network's reach. Dorian vanished into the shadows, his influence waning but not extinguished, a ghost that would continue to haunt Alex as they moved forward. The government scrambled to cover up the scandal, publicly disavowing the existence of the network while quietly hunting down the remaining operatives. Alex was hailed as a hero by some, a traitor by others, their identity now a matter of public record, making them a target for those still loyal to Dorian. Parker remained in the shadows, his support unwavering but his trust in the system irreparably damaged, knowing the battle was far from over. Nina chose to leave the city, her experiences too traumatic to remain, though she promised to stay in touch, a distant ally in a world filled with uncertainty. Alex moved to a new location, a different identity, blending into the crowd, yet always vigilant, knowing that Dorian's operatives could strike at any time. Dorian began rebuilding, a new network emerging from the ashes of the old, his vendetta against Alex fueling his every move, plotting his next strike. Alex received a cryptic message, the sender unknown, the contents a chilling reminder that the battle was never truly over, only postponed. The government launched a secret initiative to hunt down remaining operatives, but Alex knew they would have to stay one step ahead to survive. Parker warned Alex to remain vigilant, his voice carrying a weight of experience, knowing that the most dangerous enemies were often those closest to them. Nina resurfaced, offering critical intel from her new life, proving that despite everything, she was still part of the fight, her bond with Alex unbreakable. Alex began to see patterns in the chaos, each move by Dorian's new network a piece of a larger puzzle, the stakes higher than ever before. The capital's underworld buzzed with rumors, whispers of a new player rising to power, a name spoken in hushed tones, Dorian's revenge. Alex's every move was watched, each day a delicate balance between maintaining their cover and preparing for the inevitable confrontation with Dorian. Parker uncovered a key piece of intelligence, a lead that could cripple Dorian's new network before it fully formed, but it required Alex to take a significant risk. Alex infiltrated Dorian's new operation, the tension almost unbearable as they walked among enemies, each moment a test of their skill and resolve. The final confrontation loomed, Alex preparing for a showdown that would determine the future of the network, knowing there was no turning back. Dorian's revenge was swift and brutal, but Alex was ready, their strategy precise, turning the tables in a deadly game of deception and betrayal. The network crumbled under the weight of Alex's relentless assault, its members scattered, Dorian's plans reduced to ashes once more. Alex emerged victorious but at a cost, their life forever changed, the constant threat of Dorian's operatives a shadow that would never fade. The city's lights flickered as Alex walked away, blending into the crowd, knowing the battle was over, but the war would never truly end.